Welcome back to a brand new episode of Mastering Pro Gaming. In today's episode, I will speak about why I'm not a billionaire yet. Now, you might be wondering, what the heck am I saying? Why is this such a question that I'm having? And that's because I've always wanted to be a billionaire. Now, I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want to be just a rich person or a comfortable person. I really want to be a billionaire. I want to be able to walk into any store in the world, any suburb, any restaurant, and be able to order or purchase the most expensive product, property, or vehicle in the place. Now, I always think about what I can do to be a millionaire, what I can do to be a billionaire, different ideas, what can I write, what can I create, what can I publish. But it was only now at 3 a.m. when I decided to think about why I haven't been a millionaire yet. Why is it that right now I'm 20 years old and I'm still not a billionaire while others are? What are the things that they're doing that I'm not doing, and what can I start doing now to actually start generating that huge amount of money? Well, let's put some numbers on the table here and actually find out why I'm not a millionaire yet. Now, as you can see, this is a very low budget video. It's 3 a.m. I'm tired, and I promised that I wouldn't use any hard tools. So instead, I have Google calculator here, and I have my face here using QuickTime Player. Well, let's expand my face again and try to understand why I'm not a millionaire. Well, first of all, let's break down my income. I have my part-time job, which I love, by the way. I have my app development business, and I also have my business where I sell some products, and we'll get into those products very soon. So I have three main sources of income. The first one is my part-time job. In my part-time job, I get paid $45 an hour. I work 8 hours a day, and I work 3 days each week. Let's go ahead quickly and just calculate how much that is. And by the way, in all of these calculations, I'll be putting the best case scenario. So obviously assuming I don't take holidays, I don't get sick, I don't get taxed, all this sort of stuff, just to prove a point. Now, let's say we get paid $45 an hour and we work 8 hours each day, times 3. That is $1,080 each week. Let's multiply that by 4 for each week of the month, and that is $4,320. Let's multiply that again with 12 to see how much I'm getting paid each year, and it is $51,840. Okay, that's a beautiful amount of money. By the way, I'm in Australia, so all of this is in AUD. I love that amount. It makes me live very comfortably. It makes me able to purchase, the things that I want, such as my computer devices, my mics, all this sort of stuff that I use in my daily life. And it also allows me to have a really nice social life. But it's not a millionaire. And by the way, I am grateful. But today I'm just going to explain why I'm not at that stage yet. And as you can see, my part-time job, let's scratch that off, it will never make me a millionaire. Not even in a million years. Well, maybe in a million years, but for now, it wouldn't. Second source of income is my app development business. Well, my app development business has been going for almost 2 months now, and I've developed so many apps for people in Italy, Canada, America, even some Middle Eastern countries as well, and of course, Australia. Now, the lowest app that I've developed was $300, and the most expensive, $300 US dollars, and the most expensive app that I've done was $5,000 US dollars. For now, again, obviously not every job that I get is $5,000, but for now, let's assume that every single job that I get is $5,000, and let's assume as well that I get 3 jobs each month. I do get approximately 3 jobs each month, I would say, from different clients, but they're obviously not $5,000 each. For the sake of this argument, however, let's do calculated that way. So I'm going to say plus, let's open a bracket, and I'm going to say 5,000 times 3 times 12. Let's see what we get. So the total now is $231,840. Whoa, that is a huge amount. Now, please remember, I don't actually get paid this amount. I don't get 3 jobs worth $5,000 each. I definitely don't get that. Sometimes I don't even get any jobs during the month, but I'm just saying, best case scenario, let's say we stay persistent every single month, we're getting that huge amount of money. Every single month I'm working 3 days without holidays, without being sick, without anything. That's how much I will be making. In case you're not realizing the trend here, again, I'm not even breaking the half the half mark of being a millionaire. I'm not reaching $500,000. I'm obviously not going to mention a billion because that's just so far away. Okay, so we figured out that my part-time role is not going to be enough to make me a millionaire. We also figured out that my app development business is not going to make me a millionaire. At this stage, if this is actually how much I'm getting paid, again, you are probably going to be able to put your kids into any school you want, purchase a really nice car, a nice house at a nice suburb, and just be comfortable. Again, the goal here is to be a millionaire and not just comfortable. Let's keep going and see my last source of income so far, and that is my product selling. So I have a business of selling these really smart products, and at the moment I sell very few products on it. I'll leave a link in the description, make sure you go ahead and click it. But at the moment, this is my first product that I made, and it's a smart pet tag. So you can put this on your dog's collar, and if your dog ever gets lost, someone can easily bring their phone next to it, scan it, and they'll be able to know exactly who you are. They'll find your number, your address, and contact you and return your dog safely to you. Now at the moment I am selling these for $10. This is at this time, so if you check my website it might be for a different price, but at the moment it's being sold for $10. Let's find out how much we need to sell of these to make our first million. I'm gonna go ahead and clear everything, and I'm going to say 1 million. Is that a million? No, it's not. We need to add one more zero. Divided by $10. And in order to get $1 million, I will need to sell 100,000 units of my pet tags. 100,000 units of these pet tags to make my first $1 million. Please note that if I do make $1 million selling 100,000 units, that's actually the total amount that I gained, but there's still a huge amount of loss. Well, not loss, but there's still a huge difference between the profit and how much I actually make, as these do cost me money to make, cost me money to ship, cost me money to advertise for. But let's just say, again, best case scenario, we need to sell 100,000 of these to make our first million. Well, what about a billion? Just for the sake of this argument, let's find out. So I'm going to go ahead and put 1 and then 9 zeros next to it, divided by 10. Well, as you can see, I need to sell 100 million units of these pet tags in order to make my first billion. Okay, so we figured out that pretty much everything I'm doing right now is never going to make me a millionaire, let alone a billionaire. Okay, so we figured out why I'm not a millionaire yet. Well, let's try actually find out what I need to do to be a millionaire. Well, behind me here, I have actually, I don't have the rights to show this, but anyways, I am showing you the big 5 companies: Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, parent company of Google, Apple, and Facebook. And underneath each one, you can tell sort of what they are doing, the companies that they acquire, and pretty much the budget of each. Now, if you're realizing here, it's never just one company. For example, it's not just Microsoft that's a billionaire company. It's not Amazon. It's not Apple. It's actually Amazon, which owns Whole Foods, which owns the Washington Post, which owns Twitch. For Microsoft, it owns Skype, Nokia, LinkedIn, GitHub, and I don't know what that is. And for Apple, well, Apple owns Beat, it owns Annabelle, it owns Shazam, and Next. What I'm trying to say here is that all of these companies are not actually selling one thing. In fact, some of these companies are not even selling anything, but they just kind of like own another companies, which does provide revenue for them. Something else is that most of these companies have platforms which allows people to share their own products on it. For example, Amazon, regular people like me and you can go ahead and sell and purchase from their platform, and Amazon makes revenue from that. Apple, same thing. It has its services such as like Apple Music, podcasts, and so on. These are platforms where singers or producers or publishers can publish their work on these platforms, make money out of it, and Apple will also make money and acquire money from each transaction and each sale that gets completed. Now, and this is actually my point, is I think the only real way you can be a millionaire or a billionaire is through creating a platform or creating an environment that allows you to acquire money while you're sleeping, or allows you to acquire money without actually you selling anything. Now, with all honesty, it seems like that's actually the only method that you can generate, oh, sorry, not the only method, but it seems like it's the easiest way that you can generate $1 million in this day and age. Even YouTubers who generate millions of dollars, they're able to generate those millions of dollars because other companies or other sellers have generated ads onto their own platform. It's not actually from a product that they sell, rather they are sort of like selling themselves so that other people can advertise on them. If you even look at like soccer players or rugby players or basketball players, they make more money from like companies asking to put ads on their clothes or their shirts more than what they actually get paid from their actual gaming. And that's exactly what I'll be trying to do. What can I do right now, or what platform can I create that will allow other people to generate money or income for me? If you want to be a millionaire, I think that's exactly how you should be looking. You should be looking into what kind of platform you can create that will generate income for you without you actually having to sell anything. You just provide the service and other people use it. Anyways, in this video, we managed to clearly find out why I'm not a millionaire. It wasn't something hard to do. I think we also kind of like explored what I can do to be a millionaire and what you can do to be a millionaire as well. I hope this answered some of your questions, and please understand that you can have a beautiful and happy life without actually having to reach that stage. I exaggerated a little bit just to give you that, nice content of this video. But again, you can always be grateful where you are, and you can always be happy where you are too. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, you leave a subscribe, comment below if you disagreed or if you agreed as well. Thank you and have a good day.